Baldi. Please report to the HR office as soon as you are able for your weekly one-on-one.
Hi there. Happy Friday to everyone. Welcome to the 2:45 live stream of a little Agents of Mayhem. I've previously streamed this game. However, I haven't been entirely sure what I was doing. That has now changed. Oh, you know what? Is there no game sound? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me fix this. I will be right back with the game. Enjoy this black screen while you guys hang out with me. So previously I haven't quite known what I was doing. There was a lot of, hey, what does this do? What does that do? How does this work? How does that work? Is this doing what I think it's doing? Is that doing what I think it's doing? I now know answers to these questions. So this is going to be a very Tomsplaining heavy live stream of Agents of Mayhem. If you're watching this on YouTube, just letting you know, I'm over on Twitch as well. If you're watching this on Twitch, I'm over on YouTube. The YouTube channel is 2:45. The Twitch channel, somewhat confusingly, is Tom Check. You can find me on Twitter, by the way, at QT3. You can find stuff I write, including a review of this Monday at midnight. At 2:45.com. Is there sound now? Yeah, there is, right? I'm going to have to turn it up in a minute because the sounds in Agents of Mayhem deserve to be heard. Alright, real quick, let me get this set up. Alright, we are here in the Ark, which is basically our shield helicarrier. I'm going to show you a little bit of that in a moment. Here's the big board. I'll explain some of that as well. If you'd like to see me stream something on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, Wednesday's a request Wednesday. Just type into the chat channel, I vote for, and the name of your game. And the inimitable Mr. Chris Markinson or Marquack will take down your vote. And then Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific, we'll do a drawing. Alright, we are here on our shield helicarrier. By the way, this game comes out next Tuesday. It's by Volition, the folks who did Saints Row, Red Faction Guerrilla. Our shield helicarrier, or Ark, has the big board at one end and a nice little window looking out over Seoul at the I'm just going to say Seoul. You just ignore the E, right? You just say Seoul. You don't go Seoul. Not entirely sure about that. The Ark has, you can't get to there, but on these 3 decks up here, presumably like office space or living space. This little mezzanine right here has got some shops, including Persephone's office. Persephone is the Nick Fury of Mayhem. In the bottom of the Ark, and the Ark is worth exploring. I just want to show you guys something.
We have an investment advisor on site this week. For those of you who think the world might still be around long enough to be worth saving for.
Crazy uncle you always.
And again, just warning you, there's going to be a lot of Tomsplaining. So it's worth exploring. One of the things you'll find it's sort of an art gallery. Persephone sits right up here. There's her office. There's pictures of her. She's got that lovely gruesome artwork up there. Down here in the lobby of her office. Here's the Mayhem database, and if you want, you can read little cool things about your different agents. They store all the videos here, and new stuff unlocks, new lore, as you do different if you do different things. Like if I do a contract there, as I level up the agent, as I level up, do more contracts. Looks like contracts and agents level. Yeah, you unlock more stuff about them. If you care about lore, that's in there. I would have a hard time seeing how you couldn't care about lore. Then there's also little things like this. Look at that little picture right there. That's me. I say me. That's Braddock. And then the woman in that picture is Friday. She's kind of the, I guess, Agent Coulson of this shield helicarrier. Alright, so this right here, I've walked up to this picture, and I can interact with it. What does that do? Let's find out.
That was taken in Denmark. Janelle and I, and some other agents were on holiday there on a during some downtime. Look, forget I said anything, okay?
Friday and Braddock are an item. How cute is that? Alright, the different, excuse me, shops around here, some of them are redundant, some of them are required. For instance, if I just hit tab, I can mess around with my squad upgrades here. There's a station over there that lets me do that. But if I want to upgrade my base, I have to go to requisitions. If I want to upgrade my vehicles, although actually I don't think I upgrade them, I paint them. I go see a quarter mile down there. If I want to do the training missions, I go down there. I'm not sure what you get from training missions other than XP and some resources when you do them. Called the Rec Room. Get it? On the bottom floor. So one of the resources in this game, of course you've got money, you've got scrap, intel, which you'll note I have 0 intel. This is important for a reason I'm about to show you in a minute. Dark matter is a thing in this game, as well as these crystal shards that you find to create core upgrades, which give your agents really cool upgrades. Look at what powers this shield helicarrier. I keep calling it that, but really it's the Ark. And if you come down here and come down these stairs, what? It's a huge crystal, and you can stand in front of it and get a little bit of information about it. So here's like the machine bay. This is if this is the Enterprise, this is where Scotty would be.
Remember the acronym SANJOB. Sparkling, attentive, neat,
So that's what powers the Ark.
observant, and bright.
Right here
Make it
is the exit to the Ark. So if I come down here and use this to set my squad loadout, to determine who's going somewhere, I can then deploy. I can set the difficulty. Wait, I thought I was on 6. How did I get to difficulty level 5? I'm supposed to be on level 6. I am on 5. Good lord, when did that happen? I'm really disappointed in myself. There. That took, right? Yeah, 6. Alright. The difficulty levels, oops, they go to 10, and then there's unlockable difficulties after that. 10, and look, I have to get to level 20 to unlock this. I don't know if there's 10 more way over here, like Diablo, if there's just these 2 more. But they, of course, make the game harder, and they give you more of a reward. And this is one of the things that Volition hasn't done. I don't know of, are there other open world games that give you that option? I can't think of any off the top of my head, but it's one of my favorite things about Agents of Mayhem, because Agents of Mayhem has a really, and don't let me scare you off when I say this, sophisticated combat system. And if you want, you can just play at a relatively low difficulty level and just blow stuff up and have a great time. Make huge purple explosions with cool characters. However, if you really want to flex the sophistication of this combat system, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that today, it would behoove you to boost the difficulty level, to actually make it a bit challenging. You can make the game push back as much as you want, and if it pushes back hard enough, you're going to have to take advantage of certain tools. Yeah, so I am on difficulty level 6. When you go to your little squad layout, it shows you in the upper right-hand corner your difficulty. I have no idea how that got to 5. For Request Wednesday, you can vote for any game on Steam or any game I own on the PS4, which is a lot of them. Unfortunately, EA games aren't on Steam, so I do not have Titanfall 2. Although, if I keep hearing from people how good Titanfall 2 is, I'm going to have to get it. I've heard the single-player mode is good, and there's a new Horde mode that I think probably sounds pretty cool. Someone let me know if Titanfall 2 ever goes on sale. Alright, look at that big board up there. Here's South Korea, and we've got these little cam feeds of the city. The board's going to cycle through a couple of other things. I'll just show you. I can, it's going to show me, oh, oops, not that. It's going to show me this information readout, which is basically overall progression. I've only got 1 out of 10 vehicles. I need to get cracking on that. Oh god, Matthew Mangy voting for Drive Club. I don't have that either. No, I do have Drive Club. Drive Club is good if you want a racing game. Not a driving game, a racing game. One of the other things you can do on the big map... Oh, look, it proves to you that I'm playing at level 6, and my agency has gotten to level 11. One of the things, there's a whole set of upgrades, global upgrades for the game that go up with your agency level, and your agency level rises as you level up your agents. Look at this. I've unlocked India and Southeast Asia. What's up with that? All right, well, let me show you this. This will tie into the resource model. I don't have intel, you'll remember. My intel is at 0. You get intel from different missions. If I go to this global conflict, I have different regions I can unlock. And this is like a mini game. I think the Assassin's Creed games have done this for a while. If I go to an area, there are missions that I can send agents on. Right now I can only send 1 agent at a time. The agent is gone for a set amount of time. This one will take 12 minutes. However, you need to pay intel. This is not just a dopey thing where it's not a clicker where I click and then wait time and then something gets built. It's a resource sink. And also that time doesn't pass unless I'm playing the game. I can't send someone on this mission and then leave the game and then shut down the game and then boot it up later. So I need intel to do these things, and that's pretty much what intel is it feeds into this. Now, why do I want to do these? What do I get for them? It's not going to tell me because I can't send anyone there. Well, you get resources. You also unlock contracts for specific agents, and different agents fare better in different countries. And while the agent is being used, he or she can't be in your squad. No, Mexico's not part of North America, a Wizard of Video Games asks. Mexico's obviously part of Central America. It's Mesoamerica. I guess they are part of NAFTA. It really should be called NCAFTA. Now, all of these little things, they're basically time sinks and they're a resource sink. Intel I don't think is used for anything else.
Attention, please.
She's kind of annoying. She's the HR chick.
That several of you may be in violation of the Ark's strict no pet policy. Now, I would hate for any
These cute little sound bites will start to loop after a while, and they will get less cute as you're running around in the Ark. So once I finish a region, I get a key I can use for another region. So you can only have 1 region unlocked at a time. Each investigation, it gives you resources. It gives you unique contracts for specific agents. I'll show you those in a minute. And you eventually get to Moscow. So in Eastern Europe, there is this Moscow Global Offensive thing you can do here, which look what you get for that. 3 elite tech schematics. I have no idea what those are, but they are elite. There is nothing like that in the game. Like other schematics or blueprints for vehicles. I don't know what those are, but you have to play all the way through this little global conflict thing where you send the agents around to get to Moscow and do those 3 elite techs. I don't know what they are, but I want them. I really want them. So that's the global conflict. You can, of course, also just deploy from here. Wait, can I? Yeah, I can deploy from here. I don't have to walk downstairs. You'll be glad to know. All right, I'm now going to deploy with a set of agents. How much do I want to Tomsplain these guys? This is a very particular setup that I've been messing around with. These aren't my highest level agents, but they're the latest group that I've messed around with. Let's just go ahead and deploy. I'll show you some stuff down city side. Alex Chapman says, Tom, is there a difficulty mode for this game? I think he's pranking me.
Agents.
This always makes me feel a bit nauseated.
Oh, alternatively, maybe he arrived late. Alex Chapman, you bet. There's a difficulty mode. The agent level thing that I was showing before is a whole risk-reward thing, just like in Diablo. How difficult do you want the game to be will determine what experience point and cash bonus you get. And so far, I mean, these are the early stages of the game. I'm not supposed to stream beyond the first 5 hours of the game. And as far as sitting down to play the game, this is easily within those parameters. I have spent more than 5 hours just messing around and testing things, but I'm not showing you anything you won't see in the first 5 hours of the game. And in those 5 hours, money has definitely been something that I need. Like, I've spent this. I'm not accumulating vast sums of cash with nothing to do with them. Oh yeah, Alex Chapman is serious. He said he just turned on the sound. Yes, so Alex Chapman, just to show him real quick, this difficulty level up here, you can set it from 1 to 10. You get a cash and an experience point bonus, and then there are levels above 10 that you can unlock, I think, once you get agents to level 20. I've got levels 7, 7, and 6 for my agents. I've gotten other agents too, I think around 10. I think some of them might be 11. And I haven't even unlocked all the agents yet, by the way. Chris Markinson says, don't forget to use your gremlin tech. Well, you will note I now have 15 gutter balls queued up. One of the resource sinks is gremlin tech. They're basically potions or consumables. And yeah, you definitely want to remember those. All right, so why do I have these three? Right now, is Agents of Mayhem just a game about that black chick and that Russian dude and this cloaked bow chick? Is that what it is? No, there's at least 12 agents in this game. You have 3 at any given time, and you bop around between them. The idea being that you create synergies between different agents. And that's where the sophistication of this combat comes into play. Is each of these agents is, like Freedom Force, a very specifically defined kind of combat. This guy here is a huge tank. He does a crazy damage over time ability. As that ability, it sort of ramps up, and then it bursts, it does damage spikes. That is Yeti's specific shtick. Like, he's designed that way. That's how you play him. However, within those parameters, there are all kinds of crazy settings for Yeti. He has gadgets that he can equip, and by the way, all the time I played him, I still don't have a mod for his weapon. His weapon is called the Icebreaker, and I don't have any mod for it. I've got a slot for Yeti I haven't even used yet. How terrible is that? So you have gadgets, you have upgrade points you can spend. All of Yeti's upgrade points, he's level 7, so I've got 7 of them. I've put in his team bonus, that United Cold Front, which gets everybody on the team 16% bonus shields. And one of the reasons I'm doing that is look at Rama. She's totally a glass cannon. Now you will see Yeti's got 1600 shields. Braddock, who's also a bit of a tank, she's got 2500 shields. Rama has 300 points of shields. What is up with that? Furthermore, if I didn't have Yeti putting those points in his team ability, she would have 285 points of shield. So basically, he's just doing what little he can to give her extra shields. You can, by the way, redistribute these points at will. I have not run, I've been clicking this button right and left and have not run into any sort of penalty for it. Alternatively, and eventually, I can start, because I think the level cap is 40, in which case you would have 40 points to spread amongst these 4 skills that go to level 10. Frozen Concentrate makes his special ability last longer. Icebreaker means people that he has frozen take more damage, and Cold-Blooded means he feeds back in, because he's a bit of a tank, if you recall. He boosts his shields as he punches people. So there's that whole model here. I can affect those things with the upgrades points I've spent, the gadgets I slot, and these gadgets are all things you find by doing missions. This one right here defines what happens when I hit the Q key. You know, he's always going to have the Icebreaker, which is his weapon, but the special ability varies based on what I slot here. I can mod the weapon with this. I've got nothing for him, and I can give him an additional passive. He's already got some passives with this right here. As I find these things called core upgrades, remember those orbs in Crackdown? Let me just show you the equivalent of orbs here. They're relatively easy to find. Let's see if I can find an orb. Because these things are now catching my eye as sure as orbs did in Crackdown. Everybody, by the way, has a triple jump in this game. Oops, I don't know if I can get up there. As well as a traversal ability of some sort. Hers is to basically climb a wall if she gets near the top. All right. Already I can see one. These things catch my eye like crazy. See that right there? That is the equivalent of an orb in Crackdown. Why do I want that? I'll show you. Because those shards, 10 shards, form a crystal. And a crystal gives me a core upgrade for a character. Oops, I didn't do that right. So remember, you got triple jump. There's one jump. You can always do a double jump, of course. It's a terrible example because I got the wall. And there's a triple jump. And then her special ability is to climb further up the wall. Like in Crackdown, you start to learn different traversal powers move you in different ways across the city. So there, I've now picked up 3 out of 10 crystal shards. When I get a 10th, I will then get into my inventory an upgrade core. I currently have 0. Upgrade cores are very important because each character, and Rama's, I've used all of her, each character has these 3 super abilities that start out empty. There's nothing in there. But once you fill them up by getting an upgrade core, it gives them a specific increase in their abilities. All this stuff does something relatively major. Basically, her special ability, what's called a Mayhem ability, she gets to use it twice when I've slotted this upgrade core with Rishi's Blessing. Slayer of Ravana means that she can do she lays traps. Actually, whatever her special ability is based on what gadget she has slotted. And this lets her use those more quickly. And then this does a special, one of her special movements is to cloak. And cloak just means people stop attacking you. You just lose all aggro. And with a core upgrade slotted here, her cloak, as you can see in that animation, as I can show you right here, her cloak leaves behind a little poison cloud that's going to hurt anyone nearby with damage over time. So those are core upgrades. And then finally, you have this screen right here, which gives you an overall assessment of what the agent does. And this is, for the most part, independent of things that you have slotted. These are pretty much innate things. For instance, this right here explains how Yeti's ice thrower works. And Yeti will never change his equipment. He's never going to use Laney, which is Braddock's gun. He's never going to use the balanced omni-tactical weapon, which is Rama's bow. He'll always have ice thrower. It can equip a mod, not in this case because I haven't found a mod for it. But this is what he's always going to have. This right here, always a fundamental part of how he fights. And what he does is jumps in the middle of a group and just goes crazy. It's basically a cold flamethrower. And as he does it, I'm actually going to fight with these guys in a little bit. Once I've finished Tomsplaining, I'm going to get into a battle and raise my wanted level and show you how that plays out. So you'll note when he fires, those little bars on the left are filling up. The gun is starting to freeze. And normally this would work like ammo. Oh no, my gun is frozen. I can't use it anymore. If I hit R, he unfreezes it and it's back to that. However, the cool thing with the icebreaker is when it is frozen, he does a super badass melee attack. And you'll see in the bottom left, he gets buffs. He gets an Empower and a Fortify buff, very briefly. Also, his Q special ability, you'll see there's a graphic representation. His weapon is frozen. I can't fire it. It is not shooting. Unless I reload, it's not going to do anything. Alternatively, if I melee with it, it knocks the ice off of it and does special damage. But his special ability is an area attack that boosts when his gun is frozen. Like that. And look at the bonus. He's got 5 stacks of Empower now, and you can see his weapon glowing blue. He's doing super crazy extra damage after he has done that. So Icebreaker is a build up damage and then spike it weapon. And that's Yeti's basic ability. And furthermore, while he's like spooging this stuff around, it inflicts stun on different enemies. He's really good at creating stun. And one of the things you can do is she is good at cashing in on stuns. Because I think the basics of her weapon are that they do extra damage to anyone who is stunned. Nope, that's not it. How do I have that equipped? There it is, yeah. So her passive that's innate to her sort of class, Deadshot, means anybody who has a debuff takes extra damage. So there's another character called Fortune, and Fortune is really good at just spreading stuns around. So one of the synergies in this game, is get Fortune out there. Unfortunately, Fortune is a bit of a glass cannon as well. So having Fortune and Rama in the party is a little bit too much finesse for me at this point in the game. If you have Fortune stunning a bunch of people, then you swap in Rama, and her bow will deal extra damage to people who are stunned. And there's a little synergy. Marketson is saying, maybe show the debuffs and buffs in the game. Let me tell you, once the combat starts, I'm not going to be able to... It's just going to be a splash of activity. I'm not going to be able to explain anything. So those are the facets that come into play in terms of creating a party. So Yeti at this point is just a crazy tank. He'll wade into battle. He'll build up stuns with the icebreaker and then spike the damage with his special ability. Braddock has basically she's just sort of a tank that does, she's medium. Like if she's a glass cannon, if he's a tank, she's just sort of an all-around basic deal out damage. You can see her health and her shields are both pretty respectable. Now look at Yeti's health, by the way, 20,000 health. He is quite the tank. All right. Let me now just go ahead and start a fight. All right, I've been talking way too much. Okay, so if I want to start a fight, which I do. Oh, look. See, these are going to just grab my... Can never get enough of those. That is a hostage? What is that, actually? Oh, that's a recon run. Alright, that's a race. I'm not going to make you guys watch me do a race. However, that is a chest. I need this chest.
This will work.
I got a weapon skin. Whose is that? Oh, shoot. Now I need to go back to the Ark and swap out my weapon skin for Rama's bow. I won't make you guys watch me do that. But I just found that in a chest. Alright, there's another race. So one of the things you'll find on the map is you will find patrols. And if you get near a Legion base, the Legion is the bad guys, you will find more patrols. Here's a Legion base over here. Let's just drive over there. All right.
In the AI community, we call something like this balls out.
Oh, sorry, little car. Oh, shoot, my bad. All right, see that big old mess up there? That means Legion has control of that.
See you later, then.
That is their base. That's what they do. Now, I can go up there and do a mission and get rid of that. But that also means there should be... actually, if I hit E, will it show up? All right, there's my car. It shows you where you're parked when you hit E, by the way. That's a helpful thing to remember.
You keep coming.
Showing me there's a race up
killing.
there.
Keep trying, fuckers.
This game is R-rated. All right, so you can see there's Legion troops over there. Okay, let's get a better view of them. So remember, you got triple jump and a special ability. All right. Oh, shoot. Did you see me? Dagnabbit. All right, there's a sniper. All right, well, it is on. Her special ability is to load up 10 armor-piercing shots. Oh, there's a crystal. You'll note that's telling me vulnerability is applied to him, and those orange stripes mean that he's vulnerable. Vulnerability means he takes extra damage.
I dare you.
It's the counterpart to fortify. Fortify means you take less damage. Yeah, they got snipers all over here, which is not good. You will note her health is now 11. She has taken a ton of damage. It's time to swap her out. And it was because that sniper. I shouldn't be fighting on a tower top when there's snipers. I still don't have any wanted level. I want to get some wanted level and then run off and take the battle somewhere more friendly. Okay, let's get Rama up here because she can snipe. See, look at that. Well, Oh, there, I didn't have my view. Okay. So if I hold down... Dagnabbit! No, there goes her shields. Shoot. I'm disrupted. Disruption means you can't attack. So, one of the things that I've got set up... Maybe you don't get wanted level for... Oh, there we go. I've got it. Okay, I've got some wanted level going. In the upper right-hand corner, you can see it. If I hit E, by the way, it does a scan and shows me where enemies are. Oh. Whoa. I don't know that I've seen that. A civil Overwatch patrol bot? Alright, I want to get that wanted cube filled up. I wonder if I can handle a sniper duel. So the longer I hold down the aim, I get what's called a precision bonus, which is a bonus to range. I don't think I hit him. No, I didn't. All right. Okay, I'm going to load up her armor-piercing shots.
You're dead.
You'll note they're applying vulnerability. All right, I've got one cube filled up. So once I get a wanted cube filled up, they're going to start airlifting in reinforcements. Well, they should.
Never give up.
All right, I guess they're not. There goes my wanted level. It's draining. Where are my reinforcements? All right, fine. We'll just fight around here for a while.
Once again, it is do or die.
So Rama's bow, and this is I think a weapon mod I have set. What is that? Something I can interact with. Is that a chest? I think I want that. Rama's bow, if I aim with it, it is a chest. It had Yeti's Gadget, Siberian Bull. Is that a weapon mod? I think it is. Shoot, because he doesn't have a weapon mod. Ah, here, you. So if she doesn't use aiming, her weapon does damage over time.
You keep coming. I keep killing.
And one of the things you can mod for her is give her what's called a... Shoot, there go her shields. When she gets her shields back, watch what you can do. Oh shoot, I didn't get close enough. I meant to get close and then do her little cloaking ability. Alright, let me show you how crazy Yeti gets. So these guys are being stunned while I do this, while I spooge ice all over them. And then when I release the ice with a special ability, it just shatters them. Alright, here we go. Now they're starting to airlift in dudes. Okay, there's her armor piercing. Oops, those are her armor piercing round. Okay, so now they're starting to airlift guys in. Unless I leave, the wanted level is going to keep filling up. And you'll note he has no shields, but he's got so many hit points that he doesn't really care. Guy's stunned. Alright, I'm gonna give him a break now. When her shields deplete, and this is a passive I have slotted, she gets haste. Alright, let's do a Mayhem. Her Mayhem is to call in an airstrike with her cigar. I think you guys saw this last time. I have to throw it. And there's the airstrike. It's like an artillery strike. These guys now have vulnerability. That's what the orange stripe is. Alright, her shields are gone. Now remember, she does extra damage to debuff guys. Man, her shields are going. Alright, let me have him hang out here and let his shields regenerate. And just wait in. Oh, by the way, is the frame rate messing up? Alright, his Mayhem, I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. I'm not playing with a gamepad, by the way. And there's another exclamation point showing that they've got more reinforcements. Alright, so watch this. Here's his Mayhem. All the Mayhem... Well, I'll just shut up. So, I don't know if you can tell, what his Mayhem did is it froze everybody in the immediate area, and it started his little national theme. Everybody, oh, I've got some vulnerability applied to me. Taking extra damage. Everybody's Mayhem has some really cool musical component. She's got Enfeeble. Armor-piercing rounds. Okay, when those guys pop up like that, they're going to start doing a little crazy damage effect. Building up my... Now I've got Fortify going, but I've also now lost my shields. Alright, let's kind of hang back and pull the fight somewhere else. Now you'll note, look at how high my wanted level is. Shoot. Where is that going to go, that crazy high wanted level? I'll show you in a second. Sorry, I'm not seeing anything in chat, so you guys might be saying, the stream is dead, I can't see anything. In which case, I apologize. So, as you might expect with a tank, he doesn't have a lot of range, but when he gets in close... Is that it? Nope. The armor piercing round. Oh shoot! I just lost Braddock. Dagnabbit. All right. So they're glowing. Shoot a monkey. I lost. Oh my god! I'm terrible at this. All right. Let me show you guys the final boss that shows up. Alright, so you can see this Helitrooper here. He's got extra, like, shielding. Shoot. There's another main boss who shows up, but I've got 2 dead people. Oh, look, he's got Evil. Oh, he might be the boss. Alright. Oh, yeah, he is. Okay, here's a commander. This is actually going to be relatively easy, so I'm just focusing on the one guy. I'm perpetually stunning him with Icebreaker. When I kill him, it's going to reset my wanted level. We'll do the badass. And you'll note when I filled up my Mayhem, it resurrected the other 2 agents. So that's one thing you can do is when you're down to one guy, just work on building up his Mayhem. Different characters build up Mayhem different ways. Generally, you just do what they're good at. Still haven't maxed out my wanted level. Alright, maybe that wasn't the commander guy. Alright, hold on. So I find if you want to do this whole, like, hey, max out your wanted level and have a crazy fight, make sure you're in some place with cover. And where you've got your flanks covered. Alright, here we go. This is what I was trying to get to. Now, here's a crazy boss fight. I don't know if I'll survive this. Alright, I'm going to have to get some distance here. Okay, actually, we'll use his Mayhem ability. Enjoy the music. Now, you'll note he's got shields that... Dagnabbit. Just live long enough to get that going. Alright, good. Let's get... Okay, now he's got his fortify, so I can probably stay in there a little longer. His shields are going back up. Good. Shoot, I whipped the melee again. Alright, hold on. Gotta back out. Oh, shoot, there's a sniper that way. I don't want to go that way. I wish I had Fortune now, because Fortune is really good at trimming shields away.
Is there no end to this?
Now see, they glow orange when she hits them because that's the damage over time being applied. I don't know what that buff is that he's doing, but I don't like it. Dadgummit, I whipped my melee again! I'm so terrible in this game. Alright, I don't want to be where that sniper can see me, so let's pull the battle somewhere else. Presumably shelter from the sniper here. No, we'll find out. Ah! Oh, no! Alright, ram it down. Alright, so I've got my 10 shots queued up for armor piercing.
This one knows our tactics.
Okay, his shields are off, so that's good. Okay, I'm not going to whiff the melee that time. There. So I can see he's got slow applied. Well, he did for a moment. I think I've got this. Because this is stunning him. Shoot a monkey. Alright, let's go to Braddock. Let's do the armor piercing. Oh, he's got enfeeble, which is... There we go. And it cleared my alert level. And I got, like, lots of loot and experience points. And I leveled up my base. Oh, and I found a shard over there. So that was probably a little crazy, but the cool thing about that battle, and I don't know if you guys could tell, some of that battle was fought on these screens in terms of doing the setup. How that battle played out was something that I kind of preset. It's like in Diablo. But unlike Diablo, I've got the 3 different characters that I'm cycling among. So the synergy setups aren't just one character. It's 3 characters together. Matthew Mangy asks if I've tried Fortnite. I have, and it pales in comparison to this. I'm not crazy about Fortnite. Fortnite has issues. I did a podcast, last week's podcast, we talk about Fortnite a bit. So, unfortunately, the gadget that I found for Yeti is not for his weapon slot. Let's see what it is. Right now, Northern Constitution, I think, gives Yeti... Oh, right. That's how he gets the Fortify, which means he takes less damage, and Empower, which means he does more damage once the weapon builds up. And it's a little buff he gets for a little while. Let's see what I could... I found Siberian Bull, gain additional damage. There you go. So I can swap these buffs that he gets for storing the weapon up with just extra health. I think I like the buffs. So out of this, let's see, we all went up at least 1 level. Braddock, for her upgrades, I can do these things, but what I've been doing for her is just boosting this team leader ability, natural leader ability, which gives everyone in the squad an experience point bonus. So I'm doing that. Let's see, who else? Neurologist. Oh, shoot, I didn't even use my traps, because I had just equipped that. Oh, that would have helped a lot. So her special ability... Oh, man, that would have been so helpful. Oh, she's dead, so I can't show you now. But her special ability is to put a trap on the ground that triggers when bad guys walk into it, to basically cover her flank. Alright, what else? And then Yeti has some upgrade points. One upgrade point, and I'm using that on giving everybody better shields. Alright, so sorry I did not see a single thing that was typed in chat. I'm sure you guys explained some very helpful things to me that I missed. Now, check this out. From that battle, I've now got 29 intel. That means back on that global operations screen, I can now send agents off to unlock other stuff, but it spends this intel. Let's see, I found one plan for that. So why is it, let's do this. I hit M, it opens different missions. Here's a story mission. I'm not going to show you guys that. Contracts are things that you can play cooperatively, like globally. Also, they're things that the global operations unlock. So, for instance, look at this. By sending Yeti to someplace in, I think it was Southeast Asia, wherever, I found this contract for Yeti, Ice Cold Vengeance, I found on Global Ops. And have I only killed 2 agents two enemies while using Mayhem? I don't know. Now, in addition to just earning me some shards and some money, if you recall, a lot of the lore stuff unlocks based on how many contracts you do overall. So it's encouraging you to slot these. Look at this. I don't even know who that is. Kill 15 enemies while at low health with Jewel. I'm presuming she's got cool electric abilities. Have no idea who she is. Have no idea how to unlock her. Don't know where that comes from. Oh, yeah, I was also going to show you in missions. So these things right here, I guess they're sort of storylines for the different agents. They unlock like skins specific for that agents and gadgets. Oh, here's how I could probably get a passive gadget for him. Chili Con Carnage. His weapon skin. These are the map-based missions, and this is just general stuff you can do. So what I've been doing is some of this, and you'll note if I pick a type of mission, it arranges them in terms of how close they are.
Got a bullet for each of you.
I really want to get a new car. I mean, as much as I love this muscle car here, I'd like some variety.
Look at all the horses I've got.
And yes, Eric Geithner, way more tactical than Saints Row. I mean, Saints Row was great, and you just gave you crazy stuff, crazy superhero powers. You just blow stuff up and run around the city and make cool things happen. This is that as well, but in a more sophisticated tactical context with a risk-reward system.
Now, if I had
and a whole different kind of economy.
Could probably idle all day.
And
unfortunately, I do have a limited
lots of cool, crazy superpower characters, superhero characters.
Hurry back.
All right, this is going to be annoying, but I want to get more cars. I need to bring this thing to a drop-off location, and these 2, like, Batmobile tumbler things, those guys, are going to mess with me the whole time. I say 2, I only see 1. And a lot of times you can spoof them by having them go in front of you and then turning.
You couldn't even scratch me.
Alright, I'm okay. Shoot. I need to pull in here. Get out of my way, stupid thing. There.
I'm a goddamn meat grinder.
Alex Chapman wants to see the scale of the city map. All right. Here is this huge plaza in the middle of the city. Let me show you something. This right here is, it's like a, is arcology the word I'm looking for? What are those super advanced science fiction buildings that you get in SimCity? Arcology sounds wrong. Let me show you this. The stairs I've just learned, or the elevators I've learned to recognize from looking, it's that little girder there. Oh, shoot. Oops. The fountain. I probably shouldn't be down here. Alright, when you get on the elevator, it takes you up to the next level. Now, this whole area is the second level of the arcology, and if I look for the girder, there we go, and go to the next level. Alright, so bear with me. I do want to give you a sense of the city map. So this is some verticality on the city map.
Well, we certainly hope you enjoy the wonderful items on display here at the Tomorrow Tech Expo. We'd like to
Some Tech Expo going on. And I can't just fly up here. This isn't Assassin's Creed or whatever. Alright, let's find the girder to go up to the next level of the arcology.
Hey, Yeti. I'm looking over your request for the rec room.
Yes?
Hate to say it, but our AI is not designed for playing chess.
Oh, how disappointing.
Now, if you want to have a gunfight with these Russian grandmasters, I could totally make it happen.
No thank you, Mixer. I appreciate the offer.
Bite-sized portion.
So, very BioWare in that characters will just talk to each other every now and then. Little conversations. Mixer's the guy that runs Rec Room, the simulation. And Yeti loves chess. That's his special, is one of his character traits. Where's the elevator to the next level? Oh, over there. How did I miss that?
Want a way to watch entire television shows in minutes? Download the series directly into your...
Matthew Mangy says, I don't understand why there's no co-op. Matthew Mangy, I can imagine adding networking to a game like this puts very different kinds of demands on how much activity you can have in the game world. They obviously wanted to emphasize, and they made the right call, single player. And the other... Oh, is this the top? Oh, yeah, this is the top of the arcology. I feel like I'm using that word wrong. So right up here at the top, there's that kind of like Space Needle LAX traffic control, air traffic control tower thing. And then there's that bit of the skyscraper. I don't think I can get up there. I'm not sure. But I'm now on this top level of, let me open the map, this central edifice here in the city. And if I zoom out, so it does look small. I definitely feel it's small, but it's densely packed vertically as well. Here is that edifice I've been running around on. Over here is this big planetarium area. I thought this was Central Park. It is not. It is a ruined construction area, like a drained river. I guess it goes around over here. I don't know what this is over here. Let's see what else. This is kind of the small Chinatown-y area with the small residences, more densely packed. And I kind of know this just from walking. Here, we can look. It's nighttime. All right. Oh, so that's the planetarium. There's a crazy sphere. It's like, I don't know what those lines are on it. During the daytime, it's just a clear glowing sphere. Let's see. What if we kind of look to the right? So those skyscrapers in that area. That is all of this over here. And you can see there's a Legion base that I have not... Requires... Oh, right. It requires a specific... So if I want to take out this Legion base, I need an agent who has a specific skill. A specific trait. And what that list is telling me is that some of the agents have it, like Fortune, she's got Shield Buster, and Jewel, whenever I get her, she's got Shield Buster. Those other guys get Shield Buster at level 10, and what Shield Buster is, means they do extra damage to shields, and if there are extra hardened shields on an enemy, they will penetrate those shields. Oh yeah, so somewhere over here is a Legion base, and I want to actually look. You take no damage from falling. Yeah, oh yeah, I can see it. All right. By the way, there's a car that I need to deliver. Rama is still dead, unfortunately. So there is... As I showed you before, it's an example that Legion has taken over. There's the Legion base. They put all that, like, black, dark, ugly metalwork stuff. They clamp it on top of the building. And I believe when I take that over and turn that into a friendly base, those platforms either turn friendly and orange or they go away. I'm not sure. Wolfox BR says, I see Tom's going to make me buy this game. You know what? Go ahead. Don't buy it. I dare you. See how long you can hold out. So that's pretty much what I want to do for today's live stream. I predict I'll be playing this kind of nonstop for a little while.
Hope you're better than the last guys.
Who's she sassing? Oh, there's enemies there. So when... Oh, it's the little civil defense guy. He's not going to mess with me, though, is he? So this little E scan, remember, it highlights enemies. It will also show you interactable bits. What is this? Oh, I think this is a... Let me check the map. I keep hitting M for map, and M is missions. There's no hotkey for the map. Whatever this is, it's not on the map. I can hack it, though. I think what this is as you raise your wanted level, if you come up and hack one of these, it drops your wanted level. The other way to drop a wanted level is it degrades over time. Finally, you can drop a wanted level by filling the bar all the way up and defeating what's called the super commander guy who shows up. All right, I'm just going to hack this. So, hacks are easy, medium, and hard. The only characters who can hack hard difficulty, I think that's true, are characters with this ability right here, which is called, what is it called? It is called Master Programmer. They will automatically finish easy and medium hacks. So let's see if this is an easy or medium. I guess it would have been a hard one. Alright, so what did I do for doing that? I got XP. Did I turn this platform on? I did! I activated this platform. Well, is this going to take me into the Legion base? This is the front door to the Legion base. I'm not sure I'm ready to go in there. Let's deliver this car.
They scurry forth like that!
So that right there, you can see my wanted level went up. I think that might have been from going near the Legion base. Oops, I hit a pedestrian. And that exclamation point meant that a bunch of Legion commanders just dropped in. Stupid car.
Another day?
Now, these little things, not only are they slow, they don't have boost. They can only take so much damage. This might not be a successful delivery mission. Shoot. It's already lost a third of its health. Get out of my way, you stupid cars. I hate those things. Haha, I braked and you missed me. Nope. Shoot. Shoot. Damn it. Stop it. Oh. Fine. Push me forward. Shoot. Shoot. I like the idea of Yeti driving this little tiny kind of smart car thing. I am going against... Oh, there. Here's where I need to deliver it. I don't know what those instructions were telling me.
They scurry forth like
Easy.
that!
Stupid car. I don't even care about those jokes. David the Gamer says, do you have Johnny Gat? I'm not sure how the Johnny Gat thing works. They did give us a DLC for that, but I don't see how it's folded into the game or whether I activate it. I'm also not sure how this fits into the Saints Row universe, because one of the characters... Let's see, I don't think I can show you guys. Where's the character roster? I guess I can't show you. One of the characters is a guy, presumably from the Saints in Stillwater, and he talks about the Saints, and he references them. So this has got to be before Zen, wasn't that his name, Zen, destroyed the Earth in Saints Row, in the last Saints Row game. Because the Earth was destroyed. The game took place in a simulation of Earth. So I don't know how this fits into that fiction. All right, so this has been, I guess, probably the last hour I'm allowed to stream of this until it comes out on Tuesday. Thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to Tomsplain, because a lot of the previous streams, which you can watch, were just me fumbling around, not sure how things worked. And now that I know how things worked, I thought I should get in a little Tomsplaining, so you can see this isn't just crazy swirls of purple explosions. There's that, but they're purple explosions with context. And,
It begins anew!
so that's also a Legion base. What? Oh, shoot, I keep hitting M for map. Yeah, oh, that's that Legion base, of course. That's the ground level entrance. And, oh, yeah, there's all the stuff. All right, so I've come across it. I need to save I need to knock out those Legion bases and save this city. Save Seoul. So, all right, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Agents of Mayhem, which comes out on
I enjoy speed
August 5th.
dating.
Oh, sorry, enjoy this.
I always have the fastest time.
Every now and then a loading screen is one of those G.I. Joe, the more you know kind of things. And that was Quarter Mile, the guy who gives you your vehicles. He has one hand. I presume at some point in his dossier you unlock why he has one hand. It has to do with a girl, Bianca. So yeah, I've been reading lore in this game. How weird is that? Here's Quarter Mile. Okay, so yeah, August 15th, 2017, this game comes out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am, as I told someone else, ass over tea kettle in love with this thing. I think it's fantastic. It reminds me of what Irrational did with Freedom Force in terms of how much character it has. It reminds me of Diablo in terms of how much action RPG depth there is. And of course, it reminds me of Saints Row just in terms of the overall just density of activity and gameplay smarts that it has. It's on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC, available on all platforms. I recommend the PC because there are definitely weak points and headshots that give you that will advantage you. That aiming I was doing with Rama, I would not want to do that with a gamepad. Although there is an aim assist you can trigger. So. All right, I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific. If you have any votes for Request Wednesday, just type into the comment section for any video I vote for and the name of your game. Any thumbs up and subscriptions are much appreciated. Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Cheers.
Mr. Garibaldi, please report to the HR office as soon as you are able for your weekly one-on-one.